Hey y'all, it's your girl True Siri 1111. Today I'm not going to use the tarot deck. I'm just going to talk. Okay. We as tarot readers, we always say go in and do the shadow work. You know, and most of us don't even break down what shadow work is. Okay. So I'm gonna be breaking that down a little bit today. All right. So we have inner demons. All right. Everyone has an inner demon. Okay. And we we say go in and do the work. So that means you have to go in and find what is the issue and get down to the bottom of it, get some help healing it so you move forward with your life. So, as we all struggle with different demons, no one is the same. We do have different shadow types, and that's what I'm here to do, to break down what shadow types are, your inner demons. Okay? Now, what is the shadow self? Alright. So the shadow self is an archetype that forms part of the unconscious mind and is composed of repossessed ideas, impulses, instincts, desires, weaknesses, perversions, and also like embarrassing fears. You know what I'm saying? What we are afraid of sometimes. Now, this archetype is often described to as the darker side of the psyche, which represents the wildness, the chaos, and the unknown. Okay. So now we're gonna get into different types of you know, shadow types. So the first shadow type is ego, egotistical shadow. Okay. The root cause of this shadow is not being good enough or not existing and being nobody. You know what I'm saying? You bring this into your mindset. Okay. And the characteristics you look for are being arrogant, okay, egocentricity, inconsiderate, you're always self-indulged, narcissism, you could be a narcissist, okay, and you can have like excessive pride, okay. So those are the characteristics to look for in yourself and others around you. That will also let you know who to deal with and who not to deal with, to open your eyes to a few things. Like I said, we all battle with our inner demons. We all have inner demons. Okay? And we basically battling with ourselves. Okay. So I'm gonna move along to the next shadow type, which is the neurotic shadow, or you could neurotic, my fault. Okay. And the root cause of this is fear of life of others and yourself, and the desire to regain control. All right, like you lose control in a situation, you set dead on trying to regain that control back. All right. The characteristics to look for in yourself or others dealing with this neurotic shadow type is paranoia, suspiciousness. They're always suspicious of someone. Desire to regain control. They are always finicky. They obsessive. All right. They're demanding, and they show like or present compulsive behaviors. Okay. Those are the characteristics to look for in that. And moving right along, we got this untrustworthy shadow type. Okay. And the root cause of that is fear. The fear of life in general. All right. No matter what, finances, relationships, whatever, it's a fear of life. All right. And this type of person, the characteristics you look for is like they're so secretive, they're impulsive, they're unreliable, they can be deceitful, irresponsible, they can be frivolous. Okay. They never just trust. They always suspecting someone's out to get them or doing something to them. Okay. The next inner demon that shadow type that we battle ourselves with is called the emotional unstable shadow type. This person is always emotionally unstable. Okay. And the root cause of this feeling is you feel unlovable. You feel powerless. All right. Reaction to unresolved emotional pain. Okay. When you feel like you're in pain, you got to find out what's causing that pain. Then you have to deal with it. Because if you don't, you tend to treat people a certain way. Okay. Now, the characteristics to look for with this particular shadow type is, the person is always moody. They're always melodramatic. They are very manipulative. They weep a lot, whining over things they probably shouldn't be whining over. They're over emotional, impulsive, and they're very unchangeable. Like once they set in this black mindset or their ways, that's it. You could spend 20 hours trying to help this person see something differently, but they stuck in their emotions. Okay. The next one is called the controlling shadow type. And a lot of us struggle with this one. Okay. But the root cause of this one is the basic mistrust of life. You feel abandoned, all right, and just not being good enough. All right. We all probably have abandonment issues. I can't say we all because we all don't, but majority of us, as if you had an absent father or absent mother, you felt abandoned. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Excuse me. But the characteristics that they show is jealousy. They're possessive. They could be bossy, and they become obsessive. Like they obsess over things or people. Okay. And moving along, we have something called the cynical shadow type. Okay. And the root cause of this is the protection against feeling too vulnerable. Mhm. They gotta always stay tough. They can't let their guard down. They always guarded with their feelings and emotions and just their life in general. Alright. And the characteristics in this person, they're always negative. Okay. They're overcritical, patronizing, resentful, and cantankerous. They're bad tempered, argumentative. They always want to go back and forth. And they become very uncooperative. They don't want to cooperate with nothing. They shut down. They like, fuck y'all, I could do this on my own type attitude. The next one is the wrathful shadow type. Alright. And when you're dealing with this type of shadow, the root cause of this is the fear of others, mistrust of life, or you close your heart off. Just shut down on people. Just I'm done. I ain't let nobody else in my heart. Boom, that's it. Okay. The characteristics to look for in this shadow type, or in yourself, or in people you're dealing with, they're ruthless. They're vengeful. They're bitchy all the time. They're quick tempered. They're quarrelsome. Okay. A lot of people battle with that one, that shadow type. Okay. So then you have another shadow type called the rigid shadow type. Okay. And the root cause of this is fear and rejection of the unknown. It's chaos. And it's ego death. Alright. And the characteristics you look for dealing with this particular shadow type or in yourself is you could be very uptight. You could be intolerant, be racist, sexist. You could be an ableist, and you could be homophobic. All right, obstinate. You're like uncompromising, okay, inflexible, and also narrow-mindedness. All right, you have a very narrow mind. Okay. Now we have another shadow type. It's called the Glit shadow type. Okay, and the root cause of this is distrust of life, distrust of others, and distrust of yourself. All right? And the characteristics you have to look for or deal with are let me see. This type could be very superficial. Okay. They could be very cunning. They also inconsistent, crafty, and they could be very sly. Alright? Sly. SLY. Spirit says yes. Confirmation. Okay. And I know a lot of people that struggle with that. Okay. Then we got the one that I find to be a more serious one. Okay. And this one is called the nonchalant shadow type. Okay. And the root cause of this particular shadow type is you have buried grief. When you lost someone, you just didn't grieve properly. You hold it in, you know what I'm saying? Um, Fear and shame, okay? Numbness. You always feel numb. And numbness is your defense. Like, someone could be trying to talk to you, just shut down. Look at them like they're crazy, don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the nonchalant shadow type. These are the characteristics that you have to look for in yourself or people around you. And that is they are always emotionally detached. Okay? Always distant. They're very uncaring, like they don't care. And they're very unexcited, like they just nothing excites them. Right? Because they're so stuck in that grief or that fear or that shame or that numbness, okay? Now we have another one. This is the one called the perverted shadow type. Okay, and a lot of people struggle with this one. Okay, and the perverted shadow type is basically the cause of the this type is they have like repressed sexual energy. All right, they have possible unresolved childhood wounds. You know, looking at my videos, y'all go back look at my videos. I'm always telling y'all that heal your childhood wounds is very important. Okay, and any kind of trauma. Okay, so they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to talk to someone, get it out. They keep it in. Okay, it's repressed. All right, and by keeping it in, it makes them become the characteristics is are sadistic. They are very sadistic. Okay, they can come off very lustful. Okay, because they feel depraved. All right, they always feel depraved, and they could become corrupt. A very corrupt mind. Okay, so I guess that's how like sex offenders think, or whatever. But it's because of that inner demon they battle with repressed sexual energy. Okay. Now, um, yeah, one more. No, we actually got two more. The next one is it's called the cowardly shadow type. Okay. And the root cause of this particular shadow type is fear and disbelief in yourself. Okay. You always feel you're not good enough. You always feel if I try this, I'm a fail. You just stay in this lack mindset of being a coward. Okay. And you show characteristics like being weak willed. Okay. You could be timid all the time and always fearful. Alright? Everything scares you. You fear everything. Okay. And last but not least, we have something called the naive shadow type. Alright? And the root cause of this is just refusal to grow the fuck up. Alright? You're naive as hell. Alright? And you have a lack of individuated ego. Alright? You can't just be yourself. You can't be genuine or unique. You got to be like everybody the fuck else. Okay? Because you can't individualize yourself. Like, be who you are. Okay? And the type of characteristics shown for this particular shadow type person can be very petty, very immature, illogical. They can be very simple-minded. You know what I'm saying? And they could be vacuous. Alright, very vacuous. Okay? Like, if you got this naive, you battling with this naive shadow type, you really need to go within and grow up. It's just about growth. Okay? So I'm going to keep this video short and sweet, but I don't know. I was drawn to break down what shadow work is, what are the shadow types for you guys to heal. Alright, and I can say that it's a lot of childhood traumas that you guys did not deal with. Alright, and hurt people, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So it's okay to sit down and talk to someone. Psychiatrist, counselor, therapist. Alright, you don't trust them? Go to the oldest member in your family and talk to them. Okay, but you first have to identify what your inner demon is. All right, what is your shadow type? And we can have more than one of these shadow types. Okay, most of us do have more than one of these shadow types. But until you figure out what it is you're battling yourself with and what needs to be fixed, you're going to just stay in lack mindset. You know, you gotta heal. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, it's your girl True Seer 1111. Just wanted to break down what you hear us tarot readers say by shadow work, or what we mean by shadow work, or go within. Alright. Go in, heal them childhood traumas, purge all them fucking repressed feelings, emotions, sexual energy. Get that shit out your system. Heal, get help. Alright. Some of our purpose in life is just to heal, guys. Because we carry this shit so long in our life that we never got it dealt with. And then we react a certain way to someone. Right? You could be one that have two of these shadow types, and you could be ruining people's lives around you, and you don't even know why. Go within. You gotta find out what it is. Deal with it. Purge that shit, and then get on with your life. Pray about it. Give it up to the universe. All right. So if you care, like, subscribe, and share. I would definitely share this because some people don't know. They are unaware. Thank you, Spirit. They're unaware because they didn't go within. They didn't take that time to go within, find out what their problem is, which shadow type they're dealing with, and then handle it. I've got you guys on my prayers. I thank you all for watching. Peace, love, light, and blessings to you.